So I'm a manager of employer relations. So what I do is I support people who live with disabilities in finding employment. So I work closely with job seekers as well as employers. There was a lot of reasons, but after doing some research about Gateway and the work that it does, I really wanted to be a part of getting advocacy and belonging out there to the wider community. I used to work with children who live with disabilities in the home, and I got to work with 2 kids. And it was great, and it was very impactful, and I loved being able to be a part of their lives. But working at Gateway, I can work with so many more people and affect inclusion on a wider scale, which I truly appreciate. On a typical workday, things can vary quite often, but for the most part, I'm working with job seekers, communicating with them, meeting with them, and having conversations with employers as well. And of course, everybody kind of works off the side of their desk for other projects, so we're always wearing different hats throughout the day. Currently, I'm working on a presentation for a national conference, so that's CASE conference, and it's a conference for supported employment agencies, and I'm working on a presentation for the national cash mob that we did for International Day of Persons with Developmental Disabilities. And it's a presentation that will be done with partners in Ottawa and Halifax, so it's been pretty fun working on that this week. So a cash mob is a way to support inclusive employers, and it's where you get together a large group of people to mob the business within a time frame, so typically 2 hours. And the whole point is to bring extra business to that employer and really promote inclusive employment. And it's great because you get to put lays on people when they come through the door to identify them as cash mobbers. So it's great that the employer gets to see them and see the support for their business, as well as you get to have those conversations with people out in the community who are wondering what you're doing. So that's the great thing about a cash mob. The project that I'm most proud of is the Yule Ball that we threw a couple years ago as a fundraising event. And the reason why I'm the most proud of it is because it was one of the largest fundraising events that we have done. And it was really successful in bringing together people from all different walks of life under the value of belonging and inclusion around a shared interest, which was Harry Potter. And it was great that we were able to utilize that to do some fundraising as well as bring everybody together. In the short time that I've been here, in 2.5 years, I've been fortunate enough to see that inclusion in the workplace is starting to become a bigger issue, and more people are on board with it. We've now had more employers contacting us about hiring people who live with disabilities, as well as large corporations and other areas like government and things like that that are trying to push inclusion. And it's just been really cool to see how it's really started to speed up in the past year especially. It's hard to name just one thing. There's a lot of information. It's just been a wealth of knowledge here, but one of the biggest things is learning about resiliency. I speak to employers on a daily basis, and a lot of the time you don't get anywhere. So it's been really amazing to learn different strategies to keep pushing forward, because we are advocating on behalf of people. So that piece has been really, really cool. There are so many things that I absolutely love about working at Gateway, but the biggest thing that I truly love is that we're all working towards a sense of belonging for everyone. And I see that within our office here, as well as what we're promoting out into the community, whether it's belonging in employment or in schools. So that's probably my favorite thing. There's a lot of things that I like to do to relax and have fun. One of them is go to festivals throughout the city, and I've started to become a bit of a foodie, so I've been enjoying trying out some of Edmonton's really interesting and cool restaurants.